Excellent for now. All right, so we're discussing reading skills today, and you will know more from our video on preview the text. But today, we'll look at two important skills that you need to know: skimming and scanning. Okay. So, what do we mean by skimming?
To read quickly, and to, the goal is to understand the main idea of it.
Very good. So read quickly, and the goal is to know the main idea of the text. Okay. So we have a short practice right here. We've got two paragraphs. You only have 1 minute.
Yana hasn't come yet.
Yana is here.
See it?
Yeah, she's here.
Okay.
All right. So I give you 1 minute to read the two paragraphs. Okay. Before I move on. 1, 2, 3, start. A minute. Remember, skimming, you read fast to get the gist or general information of the text and the main idea. All right, 1 minute's passed. One more minute for these two paragraphs. Let's go.
I thought we were reading the text.
All right, time's up. So this text, there are 4 paragraphs. If you don't remember, A, B, C, D. And we just used our skimming earlier. So how do you skim?
Like read from the beginning and then first slow and then in the middle it's kind of fast and then the end slow.
Okay, so that's how you skim. So did you guys get the general idea of the text? What did it discuss mostly?
About like 1970 kids and 2010 kids.
So they discuss kids and they probably mentioned something about what we call diet, right?
Technology, diet.
All right, so you skim already. So here are the main ideas. So we've got 3. Number 1, comparison of children now and in the past. Number 2, different hypotheses for the changes in weight. And last one, a list of factors that brought about changes in our diet. It's about food because we're learning food today. So where can you find each main idea? There are 3 options, near the beginning, in the middle, and near the end. So what paragraph discussed a comparison of children now and in the past?
Near the beginning.
Okay, May, what's your answer?
The first one.
Number 1, yes, Owen. First main idea, where can you find that main idea in the paragraph?
I think Near the end.
Near the end, okay, let's go back and look. So here, if you look, imagine a 12-year-old Australian boy from 1970 with one in 2010. So this is where they compare two boys from past and one is from present. And it's in paragraph B, so it is near.
But in paragraph C, they also compare to,
Are
right?
you sure? There are 2 chances in 3 that the boy walked to school. 2 chances. Okay, so that's not paragraph C. That's in paragraph C, I'm sorry. But the first one that they compare was in paragraph B. 2 boys, 12-year-old, 1970 and 12-year-old, 2010. Paragraph C, they just discuss the chances, like how many kilometers they walk, for example, okay? So it should be near the beginning. Number 2, different hypotheses for changes in weight.
Near the end.
Near the
Mean,
end. Okay, right here as well then, or here?
yeah. Hypothesis.
Here or here, C or D?
C.
C, hypothesis. Hypothesis is something they just expect, they're not sure yet. So here, paragraph D, near the end, it's not down here yet, but it's here on top. Series. 2 main series, okay? It's just practice, don't worry. A list of factors that brought about changes in our diet.
In the middle.
Right here. The beginning. They talk about transportation, they talk about canning, they talk about refrigerator. That's why we can eat savory food nowadays, because we can preserve them in the fridge or in the can. Like in Cambodia, canned food is not popular because we can get everything fresh, like coconut milk, lime juice. We can just go get from fresh limes or fresh coconut. But in other countries, they preserve them in cans. So canned food, canning right here. Okay, don't worry. So that's how you skim. You just skim and understand what the text mainly talk about, general idea. Like you will know more in our skill in the video. They will tell you the topic of the reading or how you get the main ideas as well. So that's how you scan. You read fast again, as I said, and you slow a little bit, and you understand everything of the text. What about skimming? I'm sorry. What about scanning?
Like you find like particular words.
So skimming, you read everything fast, and then you can go and check out the questions and get the keywords, and then you scan the text. So you don't read everything, but you only read to search for numbers or information in the text. That's called scanning. So first thing first, spend 1 minute reading this text, a minute skimming, and we'll go for scanning. Let's go. Skim the text for 1 minute. Okay, time's up. Now scan the text for these numbers and these words right here. We have 3 groups of numbers and we have 2 words. Scan the text for the numbers and we'll discuss where you can find each word or each number and what does each refer to in the text. Scan. So 75,000, 100,000, 200,000 artifacts and ochre. You guys found where they are yet?
Yes.
Okay, Yana, already?
Yes.
All right, let's go. So where can you find 75,000 in the text? What paragraph is it?
2.
2, paragraph 2. And what does that number refer to?
The all rate deposit of
All
artifacts.
rich deposits of the fact. Okay, so it's, so you see the word it's in front of 75,000. What does it's here refer to? We learned in the first unit pronoun reference. What do you think it's referred to? It's known for its 75,000-year-old rich deposits of artifacts, blah, blah. So pronouns, adjectives, so not pronouns, possessive adjective, it's where, what is it referring to? What is the closest noun in front of it that maybe that word refers to that noun?
Cape Town.
Cape Town, are you sure?
You say the nearest. Yes,
the nearest, but do you think it's Cape Town? Look at that.
Is it like the South Africa's Bloombo's cave?
Yes, very good. It here refers to the cave. So the cave has lots of artifacts inside and it's 75,000 years old already. Thank you. What about 100,000? Where can you find that?
First paragraph and second paragraph and third paragraph.
So what does each refer to? Let's say the first word, second paragraph, 100,000 years. What does that refer to? The age of engravings, okay. Second time, another number, same thing. What does that refer to? An age of what?
Middle Stone Age.
Middle Stone Age, yes, but what's that? So that's just a period of time, Middle Stone Age, the time frame, but 100,000 years ago.
A mixture.
So two abalone shells, it dates back to Middle Age, 100,000 years ago. So the shell is 100,000 years old. That's what it means. Thank you. 200,000. Where can you find that?
Paragraph 3.
Paragraph 3, and it refers to the age of
History of humans.
Humans, very good. So history of humans from 200,000 years ago. Artifacts, where can you find the word artifacts?
Paragraph.
First? Second?
Yes.
First paragraph, okay. Where is it on?
Year-old rich deposits of artifacts such as.
So main said second, the same thing. I think our main count the first one as well.
Sorry. That is the second.
It's fine because this is just the subtitle. So artifacts here refers to artifacts, and they are, we have beads, we have bone tools, and ochre engravings, okay? But ochre is also in the second paragraph and the third one. So sometimes if you read a text and there's word or a word that you don't know, they will explain in the text, like here. They said ochre, you might not know what ochre is. So ochre is a term used to describe a piece of earth rock containing red or yellow oxide, blah, blah, blah. So they explained the word ochre already. So that's how you scan. All right, so to complete a reading article, you have to do what skills first? To sum up.
Skim.
You skim first and then you read the questions and then you scan for the information or the answers. But if you don't have time, do you still have to skim or just go and scan instead?
Scan instead.
Let's assume that you are taking IELTS, okay? Reading IELTS, and for IELTS, they give you a time limit to read the reading test. So should you still skim or should you or should you just go and read the questions instead?
Read the question, find the keyword.
You might prefer that, okay? So people are different. So we'll look at reading tips today. We'll start discussing one by one from now on, since I want to introduce IELTS into our quizzes. So you guys can experience some IELTS reading tests as well. So first thing first, question type that you will face is MCQ. It's very common in reading IELTS. So MCQ, like we discussed earlier, or quiz in French, you can choose if you want to read the passage first, like skim the text first and questions later, or you question first and scan the exact information instead. Like personally, from my experience, I read the questions first. And then I find the keywords in the text and I scan for that and just get the answer. That's how I do my IELTS. But you might be different from us, that you might scan first, you might skim first, understand the text, and then you might just go with the questions after. So MCQ, as you know, we have choices given to us. So make sure you understand the choices and you understand the questions, what they want to ask carefully. And here's the thing, important question. In order to find the text or find the answer in the text, you need to know what keywords you have to scan in the text. Okay, so what are you asked to look for? We'll practice in our text, the one we're having soon, about taste bud. And then after you know the keywords in each question, you find the keywords in the passage and look around the keywords to get the answers. And sometimes in IELTS or in normal reading questions, you also will be asked to make inference, like general understanding about the question. Like you see everything, but you make inference. What does making inference mean? In listening, last time we studied.
Make the conclusion.
Make conclusion, but we were not, or we are not told the exact answer in the text, but they give us explanation and enough info for us to make conclusion. So it's also like a possible you will see the question. So that's how you do the MCQ format. But apparently I tested out last time in the quiz. You guys are good at it already, so no worries. Like quality, you are good at MCQ.
Like for some word like judgment, I don't know, it's the same as assessment. I just pick it randomly. So I thought, so next question is asked about rate. So I thought rates. So I picked just judgment. It equal assessment. So rate maybe equal assess. So I just picked like that. So it turned out correct.
It actually works as well that way on, because like you can just guess, but you need to understand the text to guess the meaning. If you understand the text, you cannot guess the meaning as well. But you guys did very good on that. No one makes mistake. All of you got full score on that. So that's how you do the MCQ text. But this unit you will be doing MCQ, pronoun reference, and answering questions. So there are 3 kinds. But pronoun reference we discussed on last unit already. So we'll discuss MCQ today. So let's go to our textbook, page number 32. So we know our own taste, like we know Vietnam like spicy food, made it spicy, sour and salty. I hate sweet food. So we know our own taste already. And we know how old we are inside as well. So let's skim this text in 2 minutes. Practice skimming earlier on. 2 minutes, skim it. And I'll ask question. 1, 2, 3, 2 minutes, start. Read very fast, skip words you don't know. All right, where are you guys?
Finish.
Finish?
Yes.
Okay, May, did you finish?
Yes.
All right, so what did the text talk about in general?
About like the taste.
Okay,
The
taste.
different.
Is everyone the same?
No, we have
No.
3 types
We have 3 types, okay? So why do some people hate bitter food?
because they have a lot of like taste buds.
And that makes them very
Sensitive.
sensitive. Very good. So what kind of taster are you?
Middle.
You are the what, medium taster?
Oh, medium taster. Sorry.
And May is what, non-taster?
Not sure yet. I haven't do it yet.
Okay, let's go. So you now please read first on food likes. Remember your ending sound, okay?
Okay. Food likes and dislikes. Why do some people love spicy food and others hate it,
Hate.
hate it? Why do many people dislike broccoli? Why do people want sweets all the time? Human taste is not as simple as liking or disliking something. The kind of tongue you have can affect your food choices and your health.
Thank you. So our tongues are not the same. That's why we like different foods. Number 2, May. So number 2 is the explanation of how our tongue works, like the video as well, May.
How the tongue works. The human tongue is made up of a group of muscles and taste buds that work together to recognize taste. The average adult tongue has 10,000 taste buds, which are tiny bumps located at the tongue. Tiny hairs on the end of the taste buds tell us whether food is wet, sweet, sour, bitter, or salty. The taste buds send messages to the brain as chemicals from the food enter the nose. Together, the taste buds and nose tell the brain exactly what the tongue is tasting. This complex system helps humans survive by recognizing which foods are safe and which might be dangerous.
Thank you. So we know what taste buds look like earlier in the video, and we know we have like hair as well. That's why you're supposed to like brush your tongue after you eat food. Or
I've never brushed my tongue.
really, you're supposed to
Yeah,
do it. Because of your tongue, that's how your breath smells sometimes.
but I use the mouthwash.
Even mouthwash. You know, like our taste bud has like hole, right? From the graphic earlier, it has hole that your food might get into, and it might just be stuck there.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to brush your tongue and scoop out the remaining food on your tongue, and that makes your tongue like healthy, and your breath won't smell sometimes. If you notice, sometimes though you brush your teeth like regularly, you might still have bad breath, and that's because your tongue. You know, after we eat and you just like brush your teeth, but your tongue is full of like food particles. I just know about that when I went to the dentist, and he said I should always brush my tongue, but it's hard to do because you gag, right? It's like inconvenient. You gag all the time brushing your tongue. Not easy. Okay, now let's go on. 3 kinds of tasters.
Non-tasters, medium tasters, super tasters. Although all humans have taste buds, we do not have all the same number of them. Medium tasters typically have 10,000 taste buds. These average tasters make up about 50% of the world population. Non-tasters, 25% of the population, have half the number of taste buds as medium testers. The remaining 25% are super testers. Super testers have 4 to 6 times as many taste buds as non-testers and twice as many as medium testers. See figure 1. Research shows that super testers are more likely to be women and from Asia, Africa,
Asia.
and Asia,
Asia.
Africa, and South America.
Thank you. So typically medium taster. Do you think like taste buds on our tongue affects our like career choice?
Oh, wait, teacher.
She has a very unique ringtone. It's raining so hard right now in my area.
Milestone.
Welcome back. So do you think you need to be a super taster to be able to work as a chef?
Yes.
Or we can be a non-taster but work as a chef and make food for people to eat. What do you think about that?
I think it it based on the skill, not the tongue.
It's a question because after you make food, you have to taste the food, right?
Right.
You can ask other people to taste for us.
Really, Yana? Yana as a chef, like, all right, I'm done cooking. Someone taste it. That's Yana as a chef. What
Yeah, I
about
always ask my brother or parents to taste.
what about like let's say you know like those companies like Oreo or something, they have their own taster to taste things before they like introduce new food or cookies, right? So what kind of tongues do those people have?
Super testers.
Usually medium.
Medium or super taster? Those who taste food for the company before like introducing new food like Oreo, like Nutella, for example. What do you personally think? It's just your opinion. There's no right or wrong answer.
I think medium.
Super.
Maybe medium, I think, because if we further, super taster are too sensitive to taste, and they might not understand how we normal people like
Yep.
things to be. Maybe we're wrong. We don't know yet. All right, continue, May.
Different for different tasters. Super taster live in a very colorful world of tastes. Non-tester live in gray world, and medium tester are somewhere between the two. Super tester think a lot about foods are too strong. In addition to having more taste buds, super tasters are born with a
Gene.
gene, born with a gene that makes them sensitive to bitter foods. Consequently, they dislike broccoli, cauliflower, grapefruit, and even coffee. With more taste buds, they have more easily feel fatty foods in their mouth. As a result, they stay away from high-fat food items like French fry and sweets. They are also very sensitive to pain on the tongue, so they avoid spicy food. Non-tasters, on the other hand, experience fewer tastes in general, so they can enjoy hot foods like chili and pepper with much less pain.
All right, so we know why some people like spicy food and some don't. Maybe because of their tongue. Like maybe Thai people, they have non-taster tongue, so they eat spicy food all the time. They enjoy eating chilies, for example. That's very interesting. So that's why some people hate coffee. That's because they are super taster. So if you look at the tongue or the taste buds on page 33, you will see the differences between non-tasters and super tasters. Like super tasters, taste buds are very narrow and small. That's why they feel every single flavor in the food and they hate everything. So after reading this, do you want to be a non-taster or a super taster?
Medium.
Yeah.
Still medium. All right, Yana, continue, please. Diet and tasters.
Super testers, non-testers, and diet. As a rule, humans avoid foods that taste bad and eat foods that give them pleasure.
Pleasure. Oh, yeah.
Pleasure. Since super tasters avoid bitter fruits and vegetables, their diets are sometimes not balanced, which could put them more at risk for certain types of cancers. However, they also dislike fatty and sweet foods, so they tend to be thinner and at lower risk for heart disease and diabetes. In contrast, non-tasters like foods high in fat because their tongues do not react negatively to them. All people should pay attention to what they eat, but non-tasters and super tasters must be more aware of the foods they are consuming or avoiding and find other ways to make up the difference.
Mm-hmm. So from after reading this, do you want to be a medium taster still?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. No one wants to be a non-taster. You enjoy everything.
Okay,
All right. Okay, last one, main. So what kind of taster are you?
If you can identify which kind of tester you are, you will be able to make more educated choices about your diet. This simple test can show you whether you are non-tester, medium tester, or super tester. Put a small amount of blue food coloring on your tongue. Take a piece of notebook paper, the kind with 3 holes punched out, and put put one of the hole over your tongue. Your taste bud will look like a little pink bump on your blue tongue. Count how many bumps you can see in the hole. If there are 5 bumps or fewer, you are non-tester. If there are 30 or more, you are super tester. If they are between 5 and 30, you are medium tester.
Let's try that out.
Sure.
Count our taste bud. I'm gonna try that out honestly.
I don't know
Well,
where to buy the blue
Food,
food coloring.
food coloring supermarket on. Or just buy syrups, the like blueberry syrups or the syrups like the like strawberry ones. You can drink that later. Let's count our taste buds together. So we read the text. You understand everything clearly, right? Like how many kinds of taster are there, how our tongue works, why some people hate certain kinds of food, and like the dangers of being super taster and non-taster. So it's best to be in the middle, medium taster. Any questions so far? So far so good. And May ending sounds on. You always forget ending sounds.
right.
Always that I. So always make sure you have ending sounds after reading. Questions? If no, we'll go to practice the MCQ all together about the reading. Okay? Cool, let's go. Page 34. So we've got 4 MCQ questions. Let's look at each question together and let's search for information together. Number one, what is the main idea of the article? So this one you finish skimming and reading, you answer that. But number two, which statement is true about taste buds? What is the clue that you can go back to the text and find the answer?
Taste buds.
Taste buds and the word true.
True.
So what paragraph talks about taste buds?
What paragraph?
Or what subheading? So we have 4 or 5 headings, right? We have food likes and dislikes. We have how tongue works. 3 kinds of taster, different worlds, diet, and what kind. So 6 subheadings. So which headings or which paragraph tells us about taste buds in general?
Second.
Oh, the second one.
Second
How
one,
the tongue
okay, so
works.
that's where you find the answer. Number 3, which statement is true about the number of taste buds a person has? So this one, what is the keyword?
Number of taste buds.
Number of taste buds, okay, and that is available in paragraph number
3.
3, all right. Number 4, what or which statement is true about the 3 different kinds of tasters? The clue the keyword is
Different kind of taster.
different kinds of taster, and that is available at paragraph.
Or
Remember, true, the
4,
truth,
5,
okay?
or
4, 5, 4 or 5.
both.
All right, 4. So number 1, what is the main idea of the article? Let's go. There's 4 options. So remember our tip, you have to read the options carefully since this one is the main idea question. You have to understand the text and understand the options. And main idea should not be too narrow, like in our first unit, we discussed it already. Main idea of the text is what the text wholly discuss. It should not be too narrow or too big. All right, we shall start. What's the answer? Is A the answer? As a rule, humans eat foods that taste good and avoid foods that taste bad. Too narrow or too broad? Choice A, is that the answer?
too narrow.
Too narrow, because we only talk about like one sentence from the text. Choice B, the kind of taster you are can affect your food choices and health. Is that the main idea?
Yes.
Yes, because it covers everything. Like it talks about second paragraph how your taste buds work. It talks about the third one how like we are like 3 kinds of taster, for example. So C and D they only talk about super taster, so they are not main ideas. Number 2, true about taste bud. So the answer can be found in paragraph number 2. So which one is the true statement about our taste buds? A, they send messages to the tongue. No, okay. B, average person has 5,000.
No, 10,000.
10,000, very good. C, they are large bumps on the tongue. Are they large?
Tiny.
Tiny bumps. If they're large, will be like this.
That was wrong.
So the answer is
D.
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 They tell the brain how food tastes. Number 3, 3 kinds of tasters. So how many taste buds you have has no effect on taste. Obviously wrong. The number of taste buds you have can cause you to like or dislike certain foods. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. That's the answer. The more taste buds you have, the more you enjoy spicy food. Obviously no. You cannot eat spicy food because you are super taster. Okay, last MCQ. Which statement is true about 3 different kinds of tasters? Finding out what kind of taster you are can help you make important decisions about your diet. Super tasters are more likely to be men. Okay,
No.
it's obviously no, it's women. You need a complex test to show what kind. Very easy, get blue food dye and count your taste buds. So it's not the answer. D, unlike non-taster, super taster, medium taster do not have to care about the kinds of food they eat. Obviously no, super tasters need to care or they won't have a balanced diet since they hate vegetables.
This is medium tester.
Yes, but it's wrong because we also include like super tasters in that. Do not, oh, exactly, I'm sorry, Yana is right. We don't have to care about the food we have, but is that true? Medium taster. Should we care about our food or we don't care about the food? Just eat anything you like.
We have to care.
All of us, all 3 tasters need to care about the food that we are having or going to have for our health purpose. So what's the answer?
A.
A. So when you know what kind of tasters you are, you can decide what to eat and what to compensate the thing you're lacking. Let's say after counting our taste buds, Yana knows she's a super taster. So that means she hates bitter food or something, so she can compensate that with something else that has the same nutrition effect on her health. So that's important. So that's MCQ questions. MCQ. That's multiple choice question. Question type, another one is the short answer questions. So how do you guys answer these kind of questions? Like they give you questions and you answer in your own words. For example, what four tastes can taste buds identify?
Just put like sweet, sour, bitter, salty.
I asked for the tips, Yana, not the answer.
Tip. Sorry.
Tip. Right. So how can you answer short answer questions? What do you look at?
The question?
Questions, but first thing first, like May said, always comes to keywords. So that's how you can locate the answers. Okay. So number one, the keywords are for
taste.
For taste. Number two, keywords.
Taste bud.
Number two, taste buds of
non-tasters.
And you need to look for the number, right? How many? So you have keywords and you have details, all right? So in short answer questions, I'll discuss the tips next on Thursday, so we won't be too much. So for short answer questions, you need to look for keywords and the details that you are going to find. So they are different as let's do today. So we can just go to exercise next session. Hang on. Let me do something on my laptop first. We won't have any break today. Will it be okay with you?
Okay.
Okay, but you can go to bathroom if you want to. All right, so another question type. So you look for keywords and details. For example, number one, what for taste can taste, but I identify. So for questions like this, there are two things you have to look for. So we still stick to keywords, but we add one more thing, details. So keywords means that means the clues that can help you find the answers, and details are the answer that you need to go and search for that. So this one, the keyword is what is it? Keyword?
For taste.
Are you sure? It's keyword detail. There are two on. So you need to know what taste bud identify, like can identify, but the details are four tastes. So you need to look for those four tastes, and those are the answers for you to find. So I highlight keyword in red, so you know what they are. And details I'll highlight in orange. Use the same color code. Okay, so you look for keywords and details. That's how you can get the answers. So keywords are like clues, and details are what you need to answer. Number two, how many taste buds do non-tasters have? What are or is the keywords, and what are the details?
Keywords, taste buds of
taste buds of non-taster, and keywords of detail are how many. Very good. Remember the tips, so you will be able to do the IELTS test next time we have it. So taste buds, non-tasters, they are the keywords for you to look for, the clue, and the answer is how many. All right, let's go. So questions 1 to 5, there are 2 steps. First thing first, look for keywords like we discussed earlier, and then find the keywords in the passage, what paragraph, you can find the answers, and then search for details. That means the answers. 5 questions, let's go. Finish? Not yet, okay. Right, done all 5 questions?
Yes.
All right, let's go. So number 1, we know keywords and we know details. And what paragraph can you get the answers to this one? Paragraph that you can get the answers from is paragraph number 2. So the answers are
Sour, bitter, salt,
sweet, sour, bitter, and salty. Very good. Jana, second question. What paragraph?
Number 3.
Number 3, and the answer is
50,000.
50,000 or 5,000?
Oh, 5,000. Sorry.
5,000. Or another option you can answer is half of medium tasters. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Number 3, 4, 5 is more challenging because I'll ask keywords and details. Number 3, main, what are the keywords and what details? So who is more likely to be a super taster? A woman from Italy or a woman from Korea? So which one?
Korea.
Keywords.
Women.
Women, super taster, and women. And the details you have to find is from, right?
Yes.
From what country? And the answer is
Korea.
And what paragraph gives you the
3.
answer? Number 3. Thank you. Now, number 4, keywords and details are?
Keywords is super tester, the type of food that super tester avoid.
And details?
What type?
Okay. The answers?
The answer is spicy foods, bitter food, salty foods, fatty food, and sweet food.
So it's all kind of food. And paragraph number?
4.
Last one, main. What should super taster, blah, 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 they eat? So the keywords that helps you find the answers are?
Number 4, they say
Number 5.
avoid.
Oh, number 5,
No,
last one.
I want to ask number 4.
Number 4, avoid, yes. Not
So
should, but do. So super taster hate that kind of food, so they avoid eating that kind of food. All right, you understand the questions?
What type of food?
So they ask what type of food do, not should, okay? So more normally super tasters avoid or they don't like eating those food. That's why they avoid those food. You can find in paragraph number
4.
Number 4. Are you sure?
Question number 4, right?
Yes, question 4, paragraph
Oh,
number.
paragraph number 5.
You are question 5, yes, but earlier is question 4. Mate, are you okay?
Stop.
Are you still confused? Should we further discuss number 4 or no? Oh.
Yes.
What do you mean by yes?
We should discuss.
Okay, number 4, we talk about foods that super taster avoid. That means they don't like eating or they don't eat those kind of food. And you can find that in paragraph number 4. Because number five, they talk about their diet, like they should control blah 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 blah, or what. So what paragraph? Yeah, that's your question. What paragraph did you get the answer from? 4 or 5?
I said earlier number 4, but number 5 also have some information.
Only some. But number 5 mainly discuss the diet, like they should compensate this because they hate that, for example. The answer is from paragraph number 4 on. Mostly after the line consequently, blah blah. So they easily feel fatty foods in their mouths. As a result, they stay away. So stay away means avoid. Synonym, remember?
So the answer is
number 1, they stay away. So number 1 is high fat food.
Yep.
That's fatty food, the same thing. And number 2, sensitive to pain on the tongue, so they avoid spicy food. Okay, fatty food, spicy food. And then they also talk about what else? Hang on, let me find the word sweet first. Right now, I'm going to find fatty and spicy.
Paragraph number 5.
Let me read first on. Hang on, 1 second. So we need to find the answers and show evidence.
Still in number 4.
Mm-hmm.
French fries and sweets.
Okay, French fries and sweets. That's the only example. So actually sweets, they put sweets as S. So sweets here is a noun, like sweets that contain high calorie. So to make things short, there are 2 kinds of food that they avoid. So high fat or fatty foods and spicy food and like bitter food, even though they don't state directly in the text, but they said they hate broccoli, grapefruit, and coffee. That's how you know they hate bitter food here. Sensitive to bitter food, so 3 kinds of food. So now the first kind of food is bitter food. Second kind of food is fatty or high fat food. And number 3, spicy food. Sweets is just an example. Sweets.
Yes, got it.
So the answers I found in the 4th paragraph, even though they use synonyms of avoid. Like they say sensitive, they say stay away from, and they say avoid. So 3 food, bitter food, spicy food, and high fat or fatty food. Okay, May, last one. Let's go. Keywords and details. Paragraph 5.
The keyword is pay close attention.
Pay close attention, and super taster and non-taster, okay? And the details you have to find out or find to get the answer is, what answers do you need to give? reasons, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what's the answer and where can you get that answer?
Paragraph number 5.
All right, let's go. The answer,
It put them at risk.
it put them at risk. Only one choice.
And their diet sometimes not balanced.
Very good. So they have to pay close attention to the food they eat because their food choice might put them at health risk, and sometimes they might not have a balanced diet, especially super taster because they hate many things. And non-taster, they eat everything. So there's no balanced diet for non-tasters because they enjoy every single thing. So that also explains why some people are fat, some people are skinny as well because of our tongue. Maybe sometimes we get fat because we are non-tasters. We enjoy everything. So we consume all things given to us. All right, so that's short answer question. Section F is called pronoun reference, right? We learned this last unit, pronoun reference.
Yes.
Like you refer to what? So you've got 5 questions and they also took out a line for you to read as well. So you have to go back and forth to what paragraph and answer the question. So I'll give you 5 minutes. Let's go. It should be very quick since it's just a pronoun reference question. Okay, time's up. Number one, start from Yana first. Who or what does them refer to? Paragraph 3.
B.
B, taste buds. Very good. Number 2, paragraph 4, May, what's the answer?
C.
C, super tasters. Very good. 3, Yana, A, B, C.
B.
B, very good. May, 4.
C.
C, last one, Yana.
B.
Huh?
B.
Number 5, B.
Yes.
All right, let's read. What's your answer, May?
A.
Okay, we have A and B. So in contrast, non-tasters like foods high in fat because their tongues do not react negatively to gum.
A.
A, very good. Good job, May. You got the right answer. Yana, like sing too hard. Nice. So let's call pronoun reference. So the last section, section G, is what we call making inferences again, but this time in reading, not in listening like last time we did. So medium tasters have about 1,000 taste buds. That's the fact. We all know that from the article. So how many taste buds do super tasters have? Did they tell you the exact number in the text?
No.
No. So what is your answer?
12,000.
20,000.
20,000.
How do you get the answer?
The text.
From the
Twice
text?
as many
Very
as.
good. So
Twice.
twice. So you need to do your math yourself because in the text they just said twice as many taste buds as medium tasters. So if medium tasters have 10,000, super tasters have 20,000. Very good. Number 2, can people decide to be a super tasters? Why or why not? You can think first. I'll ask you soon. Number
No.
3, super tasters think first. Super tasters do not enjoy bitter foods or foods high in fat. They also dislike sweet foods. What kinds of foods do you think super tasters like to eat? Number 4, non-tasters like spicy foods and high-fat foods. What kind of health risk do you think non-tasters have because of their diet? All right. Number 2, can we choose what taster we become?
No.
Why? Why or why not?
It's from their genes.
In.
What else? It's from our people's gene. And people's tongues are different. And our taste buds, the quantity is also different. All right, very good. Number 3, what kinds of food do you think super tasters like?
Plant.
Huh?
Like bland food.
Bland food, like what? Like mostly Japanese food or something?
Like no flavor.
No flavor? What?
Or salty.
Salty food?
Sour.
Sour food, okay. So maybe they like bland food, like you said, like those kind of Japanese udons. You know udon, right? The Japanese noodle with the broth, and they are very bland, not so much taste or not a lot of flavors. Or maybe like eating like just fruits like apples or pears or cucumbers maybe. So they like bland foods. Last one. So what kind of health risk if you are non-taster?
Risk of heart disease.
Heart disease. What else?
Yep. Diabetes.
Diabetes. Okay. So because because non-tasters like spicy foods and high-fat foods, they might experience diabetes or heart disease. What does diabetes mean?
Blood sugar.
You have lots of like sugary levels in your blood. In Khmer, we say not because our piece is sweet. It's just we have sugary levels high. So any questions so far about this taste buds issues or this text in general before we discuss further? Hmm?
No.
Any problem? No, May, any problem?
No, sir.
All right. Okay.
The disease, like too much sugar. How do you pronounce that? Diabetes or
There are two pronunciation. If you pronounce diabetes is British accent, or diabetes is American accent. Those are right. Diabetes or diabetes. Choose one you're comfortable with. I normally say diabetes or diabetes. I say both. So have you guys heard of this diet since we're discussing about diet? There's this diet that I found online about losing weight. I don't know what to call that name. Hang on, let me Google that. So last time I found this video about a couple, like they were trying to lose weight and they are following this diet and they eat only potatoes for 2 weeks, only potatoes.
is it sweet potatoes or just
Any potatoes on, but do not mix anything, just bland potatoes. Let me find that. I found it somewhere. I need to know what diet name
potato
that is.
diet?
We have name because you will go home and read an article about grapefruit diet. See, we have grapefruit diet. So what do people eat in grapefruit diet? But in this diet, like they eat only potatoes, but I don't know what the diet is called. Almost find it. Hang on. And the guy who tested out that diet said it works. It really works. He lost weight very fast. Where is it? It's been a while.
Yeah, I think it is potato diet
Yeah, you should.
or body detoxification.
Hang on. I found the video. So the guy eats only potatoes for 2 weeks. I found the video now. I'm waiting for her to say the name of the diet. Oh God, so long. She's still giving introduction. You guys know Laura Clary, right? She's a YouTuber also. You know her?
I know her.
She's her husband and her make like
Comedian.
like funny stuff. So he did that diet last time. What's the name? Come on. You guys can go watch their video. Post it on her like account, Laura Clary.
Potato challenge. Something
Not
like
challenge. She titled that like the results are unbelievable, and the guy eats only potatoes. Like you do not get to put any salt in it, no sugar, no salt, and you can only like either boil it or bake it. Oh, they call it a mono diet. Found it.
Mono.
Let me show you.
diet.
So a mono diet. Mono diet. So a mono diet is when you eat only one food choice. Anything, but you can choose only one. And the purpose is to lose weight fast. And when you finish the diet, you will switch back to normal one, but you add things slowly to your diet. Like you add like vegetable first, but make sure you don't have too many carbs or too much fat food, stuff like that. So that's called mono diet. But they said sometimes it's not safe because your body might lack something like the protein because you can choose to eat like fruit or vegetable, not meat or anything. They might lack protein or calcium or calories, stuff like that. So it's not recommended. But he tried it out, potato. He ate only potatoes, and it worked. He lost weight, but he felt very like bad, like he felt tired or something because you don't have enough like calorie or calcium or protein. So if you're gonna try it out, you can a mono diet and choose what you enjoy eating the most and eat for 2 weeks.
I'm afraid
Only
I'll
then.
pass.
You might just pass out.
Yes, while I was walking.
So that's called mono diet. But you will read about grapefruit diet. So let's Google a little bit what we mean by grapefruit diet. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You will do a read yourself, but let's just go quickly what we mean by grapefruit diet. Let's click accept.
Hollywood diet.
So grapefruit diet was among one of the first fat diets to be introduced to the public. So wow, it looks like you only have grapefruit. So grapefruit diet means you include grapefruit in any meals. Like it can be the fruit or the juice. Because grapefruit is popular or known for reducing your fat, like the fat in your body. So you can lose weight. It's all about weight loss. Yeah, you will read more about this and I'll ask you what you mean by that. So how to, want to try out? How to do grapefruit diet. So breakfast, you eat 2 boiled eggs, 2 slices of bacon, and half grapefruit or 8 ounces of grapefruit juice. Okay. Lunch, salad with dressing, any meat in any amount, that's good, and half grapefruit and grapefruit juice again. Dinner, any kind of meat, but always make sure to add grapefruit juice. Bedtime snack, skim meal. Interested in testing this out?
What is it, skim meal, teacher?
Skim meal is the meal that remove the fat already.
Zero fat.
Yes, like mostly for people who want to maintain their weight or want to lose weight, they have skim meal. Like there's no fat inside the milk and it tastes very bad. I tried it.
Different between like zero fat and free lactose.
Free lactose is still fully fat milk, but they have removed the lactose inside the milk. Like we have groups of people that are lactose intolerant. That means if they have normal milk, like normal people, they will have diarrhea. So free lactose milk is normally very expensive in Campbell's supermarket because they have to go to further processing the milk and removing the lactose thing in the milk or the fat thing. I'm not sure how it's called. So the milk will be lactose free, and people who cannot like tolerate lactose in their body can consume milk, and they will have calcium in the body as well. But
anyway, have you heard about cockroaches milk?
Oh no, I don't even know cockroaches have milk.
I saw it new, and it's really like interesting. Like you said, the cockroaches it has milk. It produces milk.
Are you sure?
Baby, yes, and it's contain many proteins.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, there is cockroach milk. Oh wow.
Yes. Protein
Rich crystallized substance. Oh, seriously?
Yes.
It's even like, oh wow. Let's see the price.
Maybe expensive because the cockroaches is so small.
Can you buy cockroach milk? Pregnant cockroach. Okay, let's not yet will tell us what the price of the cockroach milk. None. So if you were like to be able to taste the milk, would you like do it?
Buy online.
Would you taste cockroach milk?
Yes, I would.
Oh yes. May, would you?
I can give it a try.
Because it's all about like the protein, like
Oh, I should have it because drinking cockroach milk you can gain weight.
so I
But
won't drink.
there is currently no research demonstrating that it's safe for us to drink.
Oh, but I saw news.
This one came out in January the
I
2nd.
think I was sharing with you in group or
Sure. Good on. Let me see. Oh, so this one in 2018, they said people are drinking cockroach milk and it tastes the same. Very interesting. Okay, so we have cockroach milk now to replace. So I should stop killing cockroaches in my house. So I can start harvesting their milk. I've never heard of that, honestly. That's very interesting. Right, so any further questions about our class today? Before I stop recording and start giving you some instruction of our speaking on Thursday instead.
no question.
No question, May? Any question on?
Oh.
All right, so we'll end the class today.